Bridget did a wonderful job on your hair.
Thanks.
Looks gorgeous, ready for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, are we ready to get the show on the road?
Let's do it. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay. Good afternoon. It's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group, and we think real estate with another exciting real estate update.
Exciting.
Pretty good week.
Episode 44.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps our channel, helps us get more news out to more people. It helps YouTube figure out that we are bringing valid content to you.
Excellent. Pitch. Okay.
Good.
So this will be our last episode for a couple of weeks. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, and then we will be back at it in 3 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Going on a family vacation.
yep.
So,
All right, you got a joke for us?
I do.
All right, lay it on us.
All right. If you think you are smarter than the previous generation, 50 years ago, owner's manuals of a car showed you how to adjust the valves. Today, it warns you to not drink the contents of the battery.
That's a pretty good one. A little mean.
It's true, though. Have you read some of the warnings in the...
I know. Everybody has
It's like, wow, what...
a lawyer these days.
Do people do that? I mean, why? Yeah.
You gotta
If
cover,
it's printed, you know it's because someone has done it.
or there's a chance somebody could do it. Gotta cover yourself.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. All men should make coffee for their women.
Yes.
It's in the Bible.
I don't know about that, but what do you...
Hebrews. Right?
Very funny.
Got you on that one.
You got
didn't
me
I?
on that one. Yep.
All right. All right, moving on. Let's get a little history in here real quick.
This week in history.
We love our history because
Yeah.
we're history buffs. That's the only reason we do this. We hope you get pleasure out of it as well. But in 2020, on August 19th, Apple Inc. became the first company valued at over $2 trillion with a T.
Really?
$2
Wow.
trillion.
2020.
Started in a dormitory.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes, they did.
No, I'm thinking Facebook. I'm sorry. Apple was started in a garage.
The garage. That's right. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Apple computer was started in the garage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1964, President Lyndon Johnson signs a $1 billion anti-poverty measure. August 20th.
64. Okay.
1961, on August 15th, construction of the Berlin Wall begins.
Ugh. Yeah.
I'll throw you a curveball. When did it come down? It was in the 80s, right? No, early 90s? Late 80s, early 90s?
I was going to say 96 off the top of my head.
No, I think it was before then.
I think it was before then, too.
Yeah, not much close. It's in that ballpark. So,
More on that later.
yep. Okay, 1959, on August 21st, Hawaii officially becomes the 50th U.S. state.
Well, happy birthday, Hawaii.
And then 1741, Danish navigator Vitus Bering discovers Alaska, August 20th.
Nice. Wow.
So the Bering Strait and
Bering
the
Strait.
Bering Seas,
Yes.
that's who they're named after.
Nice.
Vitus Bering.
We won't quite get to see the Bering Sea when we go up to Alaska next year, but we're going further into Alaska than we've ever been before.
Mm-hmm. All
So,
the way up to Anchorage and then back down again.
Denali, well into Denali too, and McKinley.
Yeah,
So
looking forward to that.
it'll be so fun.
All right, let's
right.
move on to some news for the
Economic
week.
news?
Economic news. Student loan pause extended in effect since March of 2020. A federal student loan payment pause has been extended through February 2022. Interest has also been waived.
This is good. This is a good
Waived, not deferred. Waived.
Waived.
Okay, that's according to
I wonder
CNBC.
wonder if they have to apply or it has to be a certain loan
Oh, I'm
program.
sure they're
or...
gonna, you know,
Interesting.
if few hoops you got to jump through, but Okay, infrastructure bill gooses the stocks. And this is a little bit late news. The blue chip Dow and the benchmark S&P 500 hit record highs after last week's passage of bipartisan $1 trillion infrastructure package in the Senate. However, this week, the Fed minutes came out and disclosed that they are having discussions of possibly tapering the bond buying by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And that.
And
So we had a down week this week.
Yeah.
Even though it was up last week.
Well, and I think what's going on in the Middle East is also shaking things up on the Dow. So.
Yeah, that's not helping.
That's not helping.
Construction prices. Lumber prices have fallen, but other building material costs are pushing historic heights.
Yes.
Climbing 13% in the last 12 months compared with 1.1% a year ago. Wow, that is a huge increase. Prices for steel and gypsum products have risen sharply. Builders are bracing for the proposed National Infrastructure Program. So they passed this bill.
Okay.
But with the shortage, a lot of this goes into construction, highways, infrastructure, and it's going to gobble up a lot of the materials and make shortages, so the prices are going to go up.
So gypsum products is like sheetrock, right?
Drywall.
They make drywall.
Yep.
Yeah, sheetrock.
So
that'll
be interesting to watch,
Maybe it's going to take a little longer for that infrastructure package to have an effect on them. Possibly.
They move a little bit slow, but we'll see. It's still something to keep an eye on.
Okay.
So we'll have a special report. I'm going to go over something special on possible answers to the building material shortages that we have.
Yeah.
So hang on a minute for that. All right. Housing news. Newly listed homes tended to be smaller.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Single-family homes between 750 and 1750 square feet increased from 30.2% of total share of listings in July of 2020 to 36.6% in July 2021. So,
well, I remember, 10 years ago, it seemed like the average home was in the 2000s, and now it seems like we're back to like the 1800s. Square footage is a little more average now here in Arizona.
I think people are looking for ways to reduce their energy costs and
the bigger the house, the bigger the bill.
Efficiency. They're building homes more efficient and smarter. Smart spaces and laundry. What used to be just a laundry room, now you have a smart space with a desk and work area and all that.
More inventive ways of storing things and I agree.
Great room floor plans too tend to give you a larger feel of a home with a great room layout, and I think you don't feel like you need as much space. That's probably playing into it a little bit too.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Affordability. Apex, all but one of 183 tracked metropolitan housing markets, posted price increases in the second quarter of 2021. The median home price rising 22.9% year over year. So we're still tracking in that 20% range that we talked about way at the beginning of the year, that this year might end up being 20% appreciation. We're at that.
Yep.
This is interesting. Affordability weakens when the benefits of interest rates are overwhelmed by home price rising too fast.
Right.
And we talked about the opposite last week, about how with the interest rates being so much lower, it's dropping people's mortgage prices. But if the price of the homes keep going up, then the benefit of the mortgage, low mortgage interest rate.
It cancels each other out, really.
And another thing to keep in mind, as we just talked about, interest rates could be going up. If the Fed tapers off their bond buying, that's going to put upward pressure on interest rates. And so now you've got more expensive materials and higher interest rate. That's really going to slow things down a little bit, I think, in my opinion. We'll see.
Which is fine. A slowdown is fine, but we don't want it to be.
As long as the market is healthy, it's slowing down for a good for a positive reason, and the demand is still there, and
Right.
and it's a healthy real estate market. It's fine to see a little bit of tapering. You can't keep appreciating at 22.9%.
Right.
Mortgage rates remain near all-time low. Scales are still tipped towards sellers, but not as drastically. We talked last week with Tina Tambier that we're going to go into a weaker seller's market. Still a seller's market, but a little bit weaker.
Right.
So that was by Redfin. Okay, regulatory news. This is interesting. New DU. I'll tell you in a minute.
What's a DU?
Fannie Mae launches a new feature in desktop underwriting.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Desktop underwriting.
To incorporate consumers' rent payments in the mortgage credit evaluation process.
Now this is interesting because I thought this was already a part of it.
No, you don't. If you're renting, you don't get to count that towards your credit. It hurts you. It's actually a lose-lose because it can only hurt you if you've gotten behind on your payments and now you have a ding on your credit from, delinquent rental payments.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is badly needed. About 20% of the U.S. population has little established credit history.
Yeah.
So, a group in which Black and Hispanic consumers are disproportionately represented. That's according to FannieMae.gov.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. You get credit.
That will be good. I think that it should be counted because if someone's making rental payments
on time,
and as they have agreed to do, then it should be something that they're awarded for in their credit history.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So.
Okay, and then we talked about the Fed are eyeing possible tapering if the economy continues to be robust and rebounding labor market. Fed Reserve officials said last week it's time for the central bank to taper off its support. So
didn't we have some retail drop though in July? Retail spending was down, not a lot.
Yeah,
but like 1%.
That may postpone this, but at some point they can't keep buying $120 billion in bonds every single month forever.
Right.
At some point it's got to be tapered off. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Okay.
All right, that's your news for this week, and you've got a little info on some availability of properties out in
Northpointe. We've talked about this a couple times about some inventory homes, what we call inventory homes, or quick move-in homes is what the builders are calling them right now. And there are some in Northpointe, so that was really exciting to see. Altitude, and this is by Pulte Homes, has 5 quick move-in homes.
They're trying to build out that phase 1.
Yeah.
I think it's everything they've got left.
Yep. And so they're starting in the high 500s.
Ouch.
So bring your checkbook. Ascent has some quick move-in homes. That's the neighborhood by David Weekley. They have 3 quick move-in homes. Both of these builders are doing single-story homes. David Weekley's are slightly larger, and they start in the mid 600s.
David Weekley usually commands a higher price.
It's a little bit
overall.
higher end home, yeah. Then also of news is 2 models in Pinnacle. Pinnacle is a neighborhood by Richmond American.
Oh, okay.
So they now have 2 models to see. Their floor plans start in the mid 400s. They have a single story model to look at. It's the Larimar plan. Featuring 1790 square feet. You were just talking about a little bit smaller homes. And then there's a 2-story Moonstone plan that's also modeled at 2630 square feet.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, and their Sovita Club is the other thing to update you on. Their Sovita Club is almost done. We're getting there.
This fall, right?
This fall is when they're expecting it to open. It will be a 10-acre amenity site. Sorry, I have problems with that word. And a 5,300 square foot recreation center. So that will be really cool to see. We'll do a video for you this fall on that. So there you go.
We have some the Vistancia retail coming to town too. There's going to be a new plaza up there, and
Yeah, they don't actually highlight that. You think that they're going to highlight that when they talk about retail here, but it's just talking about what we currently have.
Okay, well, we know Micaiah's coming is one of the businesses. We haven't heard about the rest of them, but there'll be several retail businesses coming.
Micaiah's going to be behind the gas station or just south of the gas station. So that'll be really good.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so one alternative to this issue with shortages of building materials, and we've kind of touched on this in the past, but this was an article in Realtor.com. 3D printing homes are gaining consumer interest, so people are starting to want to know more about this.
It's interesting. It's an interesting twist on building a home.
Yeah. Press print for a home.
Oh my goodness.
You do it all on the computer and go, okay, that's the home.
Pick your
press,
floor plan.
And it starts printing. It's not quite that simple.
Pick any options.
Yeah.
Print.
If you've ever seen one of these machines operate, it is just crazy. They have the computer plan laid out so the robot knows exactly where to curve and stop.
And they are like these curved walls.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. You don't have to make perfectly flat walls. You can make curved walls if you want, but it never gets tired. Once it starts, it just starts. It's like Play-Doh coming out of there. Right?
Yeah, it is.
And it just
looks
keeps
like
going
when you were
forth.
kids and you were doing the and
Never-
the Play-Doh comes out.
Never takes a break. That thing just
No.
keeps going
Yeah.
until it's done. 24/7.
And they do two-story homes too. It's just they don't do the second level as a 3D home. They do it as a traditional build.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
They do
Okay.
the first floor is a 3D and it's computer and the robotics come in and everything, but then the second level is traditional. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This may be a bit of a savior for the shortages of materials.
And who's
that
buying
we're
these
talking
3D
about.
homes?
Well, they're looking at first-time home buyers because obviously one of the major advantages we talk about.
affordability.
The largest generation, the millennials in history, is embracing home ownership now. They were a little late in doing that, and now probably with rental prices going up so much and appreciation, missing out on this appreciation your nest egg. We're starting to see more and more of the millennials moving into home ownership, and so they're looking at moving into suburban markets. So new home construction is going to play a pivotal role in meeting that growth demand.
Okay.
Some of the biggest factors that persuade consumers to purchase 3D homes or consider purchasing a lower cost, more efficiency, energy efficiency, because it's basically a solid wall that thick. You know, this machine is laying out, so it's going to be very energy efficient. More resistant to natural disasters.
This is interesting.
So I'm thinking wind, you know, for hurricanes,
Tornadoes and hurricanes,
earthquakes. You know, tornadoes.
Well, I wondered about flooding too. How it would help. You know, a lot of the country right now is dealing with flooding.
Yeah, it may be
here in
more
Arizona,
resistant,
for sure we are.
or maybe easier to clean up after a flood. You know, we don't know. So
I don't know.
certainly, we talked about 24/7, just going and going, faster to build. More customizable because
it's weeks versus months.
Yeah, you're talking weeks. Produces less waste than traditional building
That's
methods
a very
too.
good
So
thing.
that's another good point. So 3D printing.
3D printing.
Definitely going to have
Would
to
you
look
live in
at,
a free 3D printed home?
Yeah.
I'll link some videos to some of the construction of these. And, it's really interesting to watch.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to rates. Pretty stable, 30-year, 3.048. I think that's even down a little bit from last week.
I think it is, yeah.
15-year is 2.282, and the VA is coming in at 2.703.
Okay.
All three of the areas that we normally watch inventory, the Valley is up 7,331, Peoria is up 246, and Surprise is also up 234.
All right.
Closer to home, Trilogy at Estancia has 13 homes available, the most affordable being $444,900. Most expensive, $1,099,900. Estancia Village has 13 homes available. Prices are really creeping up on there. The most affordable is $460,000.
Yeah,
And $810,000 is the most affordable or most expensive right now. But I saw a coming soon today for $950,000.
Yeah.
We haven't had $1 million home.
We're bumping the million.
We're bumping that million point.
Yep.
Yeah. Blackstone Country Club, 4 homes available, $525,000 the most affordable, and $1,250,000 the most expensive.
Okay.
Portobello has 3, ranging in price from $525,000 to $750,000. Sun City Grand, 34 homes available.
Oh.
Price range $320,000 to
Sun City
$929,000.
They popped up there, didn't they? They had like 17 or something.
Yeah, it's
look
a
at that.
big jump. Yeah.
Really, Trilogy of Estancia has, I mean, they've been right around the 10-ish.
Yeah, I think we had 15 last week, so
Okay.
it's actually down 2.
Oh,
But
it is down, okay.
You know, we were looking at, for a while there, we had 3 homes.
Yeah, we had like
4 homes. So
4 or 5 maybe homes.
it's not a lot,
Yeah.
but it's certainly better than it
A
was.
little bit of choice, but yeah.
And then Sun City West has 36 homes available, $188,000 the most affordable, and the most expensive $995,000.
Get a little bit of a bargain on that 188. I wonder what that is.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller home. Okay.
All right.
That
well,
is
good
our
news.
report.
I had a community I was going to have you add, but now I was thinking about Westbrook Village. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
But that's really a Peoria number. It's in the Peoria homes, but it is an active adult, and I don't know. We may
Yeah, I
add
can
it as
add
its
that.
own little
I can add it to the
community.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's not a problem.
We had a Westbrook Village resident reach out to us, saying she enjoys the videos. Hi, Deborah. And Deborah may come and talk to us, be a guest.
Yeah,
I
that'd
don't know
be cool.
if we'll do that by video or if we'll do it in person. We haven't.
Yeah. We'll
talk
explore
about
that when we get back.
in the fall. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we do have a brand spanking new listing out at Trilogy of
Yes.
Estancia. Gorgeous Stellaria model, 3,096 square feet. That's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. 3-car garage, sits on one of the largest wash lots in all of Trilogy.
I love that yard.
Is fantastic.
That's so beautiful.
Gorgeous mountain views. That home is amazing. So
We also have the little home come on the market too, but I think it might be gone.
yeah, I
already.
think we got a pretty nice,
got a nice
offer on
contract
that one
on it,
today.
so we'll see.
All things going well, that one will be gone. But
Yeah.
at any rate, if you have any needs or specifics
Let us
that you're
know.
looking for, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to keep an eye out
Keep
for you.
an eye out,
and
yep.
Make sure you get the inside track.
Have
All right.
a blessed week. Oh, I took his line.
Jumped right in there. Have a blessed week and a fantastic weekend, and we will see you in 3 weeks.
It's
Take
hard
care.
to believe. That's a long time.
Yeah.
You don't want to broadcast from the beach?
No.
Mic check. Mic check.
Hello. Did you make sure it's plugged all the way in?
Plugged in.
Yep.
Blue light. Tightened.
Looks good. Did you bring an extra battery? You did. You're
Yep.
so on the ball.
I'm getting there. Training is paying off.
All-time lows. I didn't see anything actually in the news.
I haven't seen
and
anything either.
I have just a little tidbit, so I want to wait. We'll wait until
Yeah,
we
we'll
have
wait.
a little more
I won't
meat
even-
to talk about on that one.
The only thing that I have this week is we get a little builder news for Northpointe.